Good evening. We're here in St. James City, and you, our viewers, continue to ask us what exactly happens to all of these boats, from the smaller ones to the larger ones, once they're taken out of the water and recovered. And today I found out exactly for you what happens to them. And to give you a better perspective, these companies are taking jet skis out of the water that weigh more than 900 pounds all the way to boats that weigh more than 50,000 pounds. Take a look.
I've never seen anything to this magnitude in my lifetime.
Gary Gorman, the co-owner of R.J. Gorman Marine Construction out of Panama City, Florida, walks us through this entire process of removing boats. They get brought up by a towboat, then straps are put on them. They are taken by crane, placed on this flatbed, and then taken about a mile down the road as we followed them to another yard.
The insurance company will make a decision on whether or not to pay the owner out fully for the vessel or pay them for the damages, and then we'll be responsible for reloading the vessel back on the customer's trailer and letting them take it home and get it repaired or selling it as is.
And the ones that are a total loss?
So the ones that wind up being a total loss, they'll wind up being crushed. Most of the usable material will be pulled out and sold off as salvage, and then the fiberglass area of it will be crushed and potentially sent to a landfill, or if there's a recycler somewhere nearby, it'll go to recycling.
R.J. Gorman Marine Construction paired up with this marina here in St. James City, Monroe Canal Marina, to make this all possible.
Normally we're a local marina that does shrimp and sells bait, tackle, all that fun stuff. After the storm, we realized that wasn't going to come into fruition very quickly. And so local businesses were looking for a location to offload boats. We had already started offloading supplies here, and that became kind of a natural transition from supplies for people needing food, water, all that stuff, to actual vessels.
Stacy Stevens also owns the property down the street where the boats go, formerly a palm tree farm, but a lot of it ruined by Hurricane Ian. With this removal process of vessels, she's been able to keep her employees working.
This is one of those different plants, so we're able to help out our local community, the environment, but also pay for my employees in the long run. So that's been a really important thing.
And don't think this process isn't emotional for not only the boat owners, but even the crews helping with this entire process.
I was walking around the yard up there just a little while ago, and it's just pretty heartbreaking to see people's dream boats that have just totally been destroyed, and it's just really heartbreaking.
And it is heartbreaking. It is emotional. I've talked with boat owners, and all of these boats, they have different stories. They've traveled to all different places. So it's a loss for a lot of people. And some people may say, oh, well, it's just a boat. But a lot of people here in Florida, they live on these boats. So they lost something very near and dear to them. Now, the company I spoke with today, they've been removing boats from Matlacha, Pine Island, here on St. James City. They also have a crew and a crane over at Fort Myers Beach. Since Hurricane Ian, they've removed more than 400 boats. They say they plan on being here for months. And one of the areas they say is going to be the hardest to remove the boats, that is the area on all of the mangroves. Live here in St. James City, Elyse Chengery, Fox 4.